When you went for the housewives at the round table, did you have an inkling that Phaedra was going to be like Miss Girl? Welcome to the Logo Spill Bar, where the drinks are strong, the tea is hot, and the guests are... I'm your bartender and host, Johnny Sibley, and today's guest is reality TV royalty, a Survivor winner and a legend serving us see-you-know-what on this season of Traitors. Please watch me fangirl for this headband-wearing queen, Parvati Shallow.
Oh, hi, Johnny.
I'm not worthy.
This is for me.
This is for you, love. Espresso martini up.
Oh my
Is that how you
goodness,
say
thank you.
I am so honored to have you here because I am such a fan. I, like many of us in lockdown, binged the shit out of Survivor. I was put on by my friend Jacob. Shout out to Jacob.
We love you, Jacob.
And he was like, wait till you meet my girl Parvati. And then I meet you. And I'm hooked immediately.
Was it the dirty buff? Very muddy bikini?
It was just, I felt like I saw myself in you. And I feel like a lot of gay men say that. You know? It was like, I see the power. I see confidence in self. Like, they just couldn't take. And that's another thing that I'm like, they just can't take her. That's the thing.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
I come in, I'm a very polarizing character. I get this. You know what I feel like? You know when you're a kid and you're making like the volcano experiment in school, and then you have the active ingredient. It's like baking soda, which is so lame on its own.
Yeah.
But when you put it into the volcano, it's just like...
Yeah.
That's how I am when I play these game shows. I'm the baking soda. Yeah, I'm going to blow that
She's
up.
erupting, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And boy, did you. And I'm going to get started with Traitors.
Oh, let's.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
Did you miss me?
Alan's dropping another bombshell.
The first signs of deception, I'm gonna take care of her once and for all.
You were banished from the Traitors Castle. And, you know, I'm not happy about it. How did you feel?
It was bittersweet. I was ready to say goodbye to those people. I'm not going to lie. And I love how you said banished. It was very Alan Cumming.
I'm trying to be my
Well
Alan Cumming.
played. Yeah, bittersweet. I mean, the game was wild and crazy and so fun.
Yeah.
This game has so many different elements to it. It's like the theatrics of it. And then it's also kind of an alliance game. So it's sort of Survivor-y in that way. But then it's also the faithfuls are very... they're so attached to their like good guy persona. And they're like, oh, I want to be seen as a faithful and I'd rather die as a faithful than betray my tribe mates. And I'm like, what? Get over it.
Grow
like,
up.
Come on.
Fine.
Have a good time. So it's like you're also playing with people's like psychology in that way, where people have to feel, the faithfuls want to feel like they're the good guys. They want to feel like they're fighting for a cause. And the traitors have to give them that. And I was kind of proud of the faithfuls for having like actually figured it out, like moved forward and gotten me.
Yeah.
Because it was such a cat and mouse game the whole time.
Yeah.
So good on them.
Congratulations, I guess.
Thanks.
Did you have any inkling that you would be chosen to be a traitor?
Okay. I had told them, I was like, don't pick me to be a traitor right away because I'm a bad liar. And they're like, you're a great liar. What are you talking about? You're amazing. I'm like, you have no idea how bad I am. Like on Survivor, I would lie as minimally as possible, like selectively lie.
Yeah.
And then if I knew I was in a good spot, I would just tell the truth. Like James is like, who are you taking to the end? I'm like, girls. Like just straight up because I am really bad at lying.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you're gotta be a traitor.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And then when they didn't pick me, I was like, phew.
Yeah.
And then they recruited me on day one. I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Well, I was going to ask you, when you were picked by Dan and Phaedra, and you go up there and you take off the hoodie, it's very dramatic. It's so camp. Did you see them and you're like, oh, this is a winning team? Or were you like, oh, I wish it were two other people?
No.
Yeah.
the winningest team.
Yeah.
I thought, like Dan, the Big Brother mogul. I hadn't seen him play Big Brother, but I knew of his reputation. And Phaedra, I'd met her the first day in the castle, and I was like, who is this diva?
Yeah.
She's extraordinary.
Yeah.
And when I saw her fingernails like clicking on the railing in the turret, I was like, oh my God, like shaking. I was so excited.
Yeah, oh my God.
They're amazing.
I will say, knowing that you are a Drag Race fan, and before Peppermint got eliminated, Trishelle really came hard for her at the round table. Did you feel a certain type of way watching that?
Oh, it was really hard to watch. It was hard to be a part of. And it was unfortunate that it happened on the first day because I felt so threatened by Larsa. Like the first day she called me out at the table, saying I was a traitor.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to keep my mouth shut.
Right.
Like if I stand up and defend Peppermint right now, what's that going to look like?
Yeah.
I was so freaked out. It was really hard in the moment watching that happen.
Yeah.
And then watching it back on TV, it just looked even worse.
Yeah.
Because she's so great.
Yeah.
And I think in any reality competition show, everyone kind of throws the first person to the wolves.
Yeah.
So Peppermint came in with this big personality. A lot of other people want airtime. So I think there was a little element
I'm
of that.
threatened by that a
I
little
think
bit.
so. I do.
Okay, right before Dan was banished, he went hard for Phaedra at that round table. It was not cute. What was going through your head when that was happening?
I was kind of grateful.
You're like, woo!
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Because Phaedra's always praying, and I'm like, she's got God on her side. Like, it's my time, Jesus.
Lord,
it's my
not
time.
Ekansu.
Lord, not Ekansu. Oh, the second coming. Ekansu. She's so funny.
You are a magnificent player in all the games that you play. So deciding to recruit Peter as a traitor was bold and messy. Why not just murder him?
I wanted to have as much diabolical fun as I could have.
I mean, that's the point.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Everyone already thinks I'm a traitor. Everyone's like, it's her. We gotta get her. And I'm like, if I don't kill Peter, and if I just take this chance to turn him, like, how fun would that be? It's like, you know, the FBI turns criminals into like, I wanted to do the reverse.
Wow.
Like,
No, yeah. When you said, and then you're just going to have to murder all his friends. I was like, work.
Like,
But also, there was a moment for gay Twitter, gay everyone, when you went for the housewives at the round table. Did you have an inkling that Phaedra was going to be like, Miss Girl?
no.
No. But when she did, were you like, oops?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so you called my move to recruit Peter messy.
Yeah.
I think it's so accurate. It's really how I was playing. I was like fast and loose. So I was like, here we go. I'm a traitor. I'm going to go crazy with it. So I'm at the table and I'm like, if I say this about Phaedra, or no, I didn't say her name.
Yeah, you said
I was really trying to get rid of Larsa.
Yeah.
But I had kind of grouped them all together.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, y'all housewives. You get scripts. They were so mad. They're like, this is not real life.
Yeah.
I'm like, please. We know the truth.
Sure.
Phaedra's like, I'm not an actress. I'm like, got it. But I was so messy. But I was like, I know that I can make this mess. I can be chaotic.
Yeah.
I can clean it up.
Yeah.
I trust myself. I could clean this up.
Yeah, and you did a great job. I was like, we love when worlds meet as gay fans. So thank you for that moment. We have to talk about the headbands.
Yeah, let's talk about the headbands.
I know you said you wanted to give Blair Waldorf vibes, but be real with me. Were those headbands part of your strategy?
Okay. People think I am like way more strategic than I am. I get so much more credit than I'm actually thinking.
Yeah, I'm like, she looks so innocent with the headbands.
The white headband.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Larsa was like, you're Snow White. Like, you're trying to be so pure and innocent. And I was like, okay, it's not working.
Yeah.
But like the craziest, I don't wear headbands. Like,
you see, this is why I was like, I've never seen her wear a head. I've seen her wear a buff before, but like.
I think it's pretty obvious I don't wear headbands because I just like plop them on my head. I don't like curl my hair or anything. I'm just like, well, headband, I'm done. Ready to play the game.
Your thing. Okay, so have you seen the memes of you looking confused on the show?
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm talking about?
The squint pout.
And it's like the pursed lips too. You're like,
Right.
It's like you're looking around the corner like,
deeply interested in what you're saying. I'm like, I asked May, I'm like, is that the face I make? Do I make that face? Like, regularly throughout the day?
Yeah, what'd they say?
They said no. So I'm glad to hear that.
Traitors have you with the squint and the headband.
The squint pout is a new thing. I'm like, when in doubt, squint pout.
When in doubt, squint pout. We love that. You came out as queer in December by hard launching your relationship with Mae Martin on Instagram. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
How did it feel to break the gay internet?
Oh my God, it was so wild.
Yeah.
We'd just gone to the Santa Monica Pier. It was a little kid birthday party. You know, I have a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
We took the photo booth picture, and I was just like, oh, cute. Let me post this.
Yeah.
Not thinking that it was going to be this massive news story.
And it was.
And it went massive. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I guess people are excited about this. And I just think my relationship with May is just so chill.
Yeah.
And like fun and healthy and really happy.
Yeah.
And it feels just kind of great, like normal.
Yeah.
And then when I look at it from the outside, I'm like, oh, people are losing their minds about this.
I
Like,
mean, it is great.
yeah, and if you really think about it, it's a completely different lifestyle in a way for me, just sexually, I guess. But it's like, I don't know, it's so fun. It's the most fun I've ever had.
We want you to have fun.
Yeah.
And we want May to have fun too.
There's so many toys and
We love
games
toys.
to play.
Yeah. So many avenues to go down.
So many roles you can step into.
We love that. Oh my gosh. So according to your Paper magazine interview, you said that it was you who slid into May's DMs. How long after you slid into those DMs did y'all go out?
It was like instant.
You're like, are you free at 3?
See you there.
That's so queer. That is so queer.
It's the queerest. I didn't realize I was so queer. I'm like, I am so queer.
Yeah.
I need a t-shirt.
Oh my God, yes, so much.
Or a headband.
With a headband, oh my gosh. So May is famously a Survivor superfan and a hilarious comedian. Did they woo you with Survivor jokes?
I never wanted to date a Survivor fan. It was a hard stop for me.
Fair.
I was on the apps for a minute after my divorce, and I was like, okay, if they like Survivor, that's an automatic no. Because I don't want people to be like seeing me from that, and I don't know, it felt weird to me. But May is a giant geek about Survivor. Yeah. So it was a stretch for me to be okay with that. But May's so funny. Yeah. And it's like, I'm also a fan of May. Mm-hmm. I love their comedy. I laugh so hard when I go to their shows. So it really works for us. We're both fans of each other, so we're like really nerdy.
It's there's no like imbalance.
We're both super geeky about each other's lives. Yeah.
In your recent Paper magazine interview, you said that you felt liberated from the gender binary dynamic through dating non-binary legend Mae Martin. How else has dating May liberated you in your daily life?
Oh man, May's like a real partner.
Yeah.
May's just like there for me. I can talk about anything.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like easy and natural. So there's no like resistance or having to prepare for conversations or anything. It's just like there's just such an ease and grace, which is what I've been going for the past few years. And I think in the heterosexual realm the lane that I've been in of the straight people, it's just like, think of straight. It's like rigid, it's linear, it's contained. And I'm like, queer is just like, boom, I'm here, I'm a rainbow. I'm a bird of paradise.
Yes.
Flocking to your nest.
As you say, with your amazing hair.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, I'm a peacock.
I can't do an interview with you without talking about Survivor.
Okay.
I know I'm not the only queer person who binged it in lockdown, so I want to say, how was it walking around in the normie world as a winner of such an iconic reality show?
Oh, I was out of my mind.
Yeah.
I was completely nuts.
Hello.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I am the best.
Yeah, especially if you win a game like that, like
Yes.
you should.
And the first time I played, I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea
Yeah.
what I'd said yes to. But I learned really quickly the game. And I was like, I got this.
Yeah.
The second time, I was like, when I get back into the world, I am going to date really famous directors. And I'm going to go on luxury vacations. That's what I did.
Yeah. Is that what you thought about when you were,
25? Yeah. I was like, this is the lifestyle I want to live.
or when you're like slumming it in Survivor and like, you're like,
Oh
when
my
I'm done
God.
with this,
Yeah.
I'm going to be that girl.
I'm going to go to the most expensive resort and order all the quesadillas.
Yeah. Well, as an expert Survivor player, what would you say is the most common mistakes that players make?
Trying to go too big, too hard, too fast. Yeah, like
Slow down.
gently ease into the game.
Feels so sexual. But hey, listen, if it works, it works.
Yeah, just oil up, get in there.
Okay, so on Survivor Micronesia, heard of it? You were part of the Black Widow Brigade, one of the show's most memorable alliances. If you could build your own Survivor alliance with any 3 queer celebrities, who would you choose?
Oh my God. That's a hard question. Okay, you really...
Would May be one of them?
Oh, I don't know if May would be good on Survivor. May's skin is so white.
Yeah, that
It's
would
like, you
burn.
gotta think about that.
yeah.
I would probably have Monet exchange.
Oh,
Because Monet's a big Survivor fan.
Yeah.
I know that.
yeah.
And who else would I? Maybe Evan Ross Katz.
Oh, Evan would kill.
He would kill,
Yeah.
and he's also a massive fan.
super
I want
fan.
people who are
Yeah.
got their head in the game,
Right.
ready to play. And then maybe I'd pick someone who's just like completely out of left field. Maybe I'd have RuPaul. Maybe I'd have
RuPaul.
RuPaul himself.
Wow. RuPaul Charles on Survivor.
Because no one would ever vote out RuPaul.
No.
Like, ever.
And I feel like Ru would play the game.
Yeah.
Like, that social game, Ru would be strong at. So,
Okay.
maybe coming to
That's my
the queer
trifecta.
Survivor, coming to CBS.
CBS? Paramount Plus?
Survivor's where the girls started clocking you as a gay icon. But here we are, years later, and you are now a gay icon.
I can't believe
So
it.
now that you're newly out, how do you actually feel about being called this?
I love it. I want a t-shirt. I want everything.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be queer.
Yeah. Let's get
Really?
you a Grand Marshal of LA Pride.
Oh my God.
Why not?
On a float?
Yeah, on a
You and me
float.
together?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.